Good morning, everybody. Today's video is a clean with me video. So that means you get to watch me clean up the house while I talk to you about a random topic. So I asked on Instagram what random topic you guys wanted to hear about, and it was tied between potty training and just like a general life update. So let's talk potty training. You guys may have seen I did 3 weeks of potty training update vlogs, and those 3 weeks were going super duper awesome. And then of course things have definitely slowed down here. So Bear got sick. He had all the kiddos got sick, and Bear got it as well. And so he was just not in the mood while he was sick for when he was really sick for maybe 3 days or so. He just didn't even care if he peed or pooed or whatever. He was just back into diapers pretty much. I was still trying to put him in more waterproof training pants options, but while he was sick, he was just so miserable. He didn't even care at all about potty training. And he's still just now not quite 100% yet. And so he's still kind of blah about potty training. You have to remind him all the time. He never takes the initiative himself to get back into it. So I do blame his sickness. But it could also just be, a regular little regression. Sometimes they look like they're doing super awesome, and then all of a sudden they completely change their mind about pottying. So it could be a little combination of both. It was going super duper awesome for those 3 weeks there, and then week 4 came, and we've had the sickness, and nobody's really doing great. So we had a little bit of a stomach bug, but it was honestly the weirdest sickness that I've ever seen us have. It was a 4-day long headache and belly ache, and me and my husband that was it. There were no other symptoms. You just felt like crap, or you would overnight, we kind of had hot and cold, switching between hot and cold, kind of you have a fever, but we never had a fever. And then the kiddos also kind of had that, but the kiddos did end up, throwing up and stuff. But me and my husband, at least, we didn't have that particular symptom. So thank goodness for that. But anyway, it was 4 days of just feeling like crap, and it was super weird. Anyway, we're starting now to get out of that as a family, and so that's great. But it is, the middle of the school year. We're heading into the Christmas season, and over the winter months, everybody gets sick all the time. Having kiddos in school, everybody is just sick all the time. So I guess we kind of got lucky and got away with it for a few weeks there. And now it just so happens to finally hit us here in the end of October, early November. So I will keep doing some potty training updates as, things kind of change, kind of keep you guys up to date, but they're probably going to be a bit delayed. So I have been filming some cloth diaper reviews. I have a little basket here in my office of other diapers that I need to review, and so I'm throwing those videos out every once in a while too. And so it's gonna be right now I'm filming this the beginning of November, but I don't know when you guys are gonna see it. Is it gonna be December by the time you guys see it, by the time I put it up? So I only put up 1 video a week, but things are gonna be delayed because I'm also trying to get up cloth diaper reviews, so those are taking up some of the weeks, I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I was really on top of the potty training vlogs. They were pretty much going out the week or 2 after I had filmed them, but now any further potty training videos are probably going to be quite a bit delayed. So anyway, I have been trying to do cloth diaper reviews for you guys. I have a handful of different brands and stuff that I bought over the past year and a half, and I need to get my opinions out there for you. So I have those videos coming. My little basket here in my office is staring at me right now, waiting for me to film another review on some other item. But yeah, even though we're mostly moving out of cloth diapers, I do still have opinions about diapers that I haven't yet told you guys about. So those videos will be coming soon enough. Generally, life is freaking awesome. I don't know what it is. I just feel so happy lately. The past month or so has been just great. I just feel so happy all the time. I love being in our own house. I just feel so thankful that I'm able to stay home and raise these kiddos. And like, even though, yeah, day-to-day motherhood is still hard and not, not always, rainbows and ponies and whatnot, even though motherhood itself is hard, just life is so freaking good right now. Like, I just feel happy all the time. I feel like so lucky to live the life that I do. I have like an awesome husband who's super helpful with the kiddos, who I love so much. He's my best friend, and these great little kids who are learning about themselves, and we're learning about them together, like we're all just growing together. Like, it's so awesome. Life is just so awesome right now. I don't know how to put it into words, but it's freaking cool. I don't know if I've ever been, like, I feel like I'm like high on life. Like, I don't know if I've ever been like this, like genuinely happy and just like content and like joyful. Like, I look out the window every morning when I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, how lucky am I to get to have this backyard with this wooded backyard, all these trees, and living out in nature, and have this big, beautiful back deck and the big, beautiful home. Everything is just so great. It's crazy. I'm not here to like brag, but it is weird to be so happy. I've struggled with like depression over my life, and especially like seasonal depression. The winter sucks, but I don't know if I've ever been like this genuinely happy. It's crazy. It's just totally crazy. Okay, so anyway, as far as like the house is concerned, we do still have like a few little touch-up things that we've been working on. Like this week, Justin has been like puttying in like any little blemishes on the walls, like little holes or like scratches or nicks from like moving in and like stuff like that. So we've been puttying up those or mudding those and then sanding them, and they're almost ready to paint. So this week I should be doing like a little bit of touch-up paint. We have like Justin just put in the built-in shelves in the living room and Barrett's room. There's just like random little tidbits of things that we're slowly starting to finish up around here. And one part of me is like, yeah, I love seeing all these things getting done and, the house really finishing up, like the finishing touches and like really coming together. I love seeing that, but also like we're gonna be living here for the rest of our lives. Like, we're gonna be here for decades. So like, does it really matter if we get this stuff done like super on time? Like, we could wait months and months or years or whatever, like, it's just like little things like that. I'm like, oh, I love seeing it get done. It makes me really happy seeing it get done, but also like, it doesn't really, like, we don't need to like push ourselves to get all these things done because we're gonna be here forever, right? Oh, I have been really into reading lately. I used to, like back when I was like a teenager or middle schooler or even like elementary school, I always loved reading. I loved reading. That was my thing. But as I, got a job in like high school and like went to college and like did all these things, I didn't have as much time to like read for fun. And now that I'm like in this place in my life where I am done having kiddos and I'm ready to like find myself again outside of motherhood, I've been really back into reading lately. And so that's been really nice. I love it. I, love being able to have the time to just have time for myself to do something that I want to do. And I'm trying not to feel guilty about it. If I spend all of nap time reading, I try not to feel any guilt about that because it's just, it's something I need to do for myself. And maybe it's part of why I've been so positive lately, like so happy lately. Like, maybe just taking time for myself is really a good thing, and not feeling guilty about it. So I have been, back, actually picking up holds from the library and purchasing books that I find good deals on and going through my own book collection. Now that we've moved into the house, I have access to boxes of books that I haven't looked at in forever, and like seeing stuff that I've read in the past and maybe I want to reread, or things that I bought but like literally never even picked up, So I have this little stack of to be reads sitting on my bookshelf in my office, and I love it. I love like being in the middle of a story and having other stories that I am looking forward to. And I have like such a really big like variety of topics that I like. I like romancy stuff. I like spicy stuff. I like historical stuff, either like historical fiction or like real history stuff. I love stuff that's kind of I'm starting to just get into like fantasy kind of stuff, you know, like with like fairies and like demons and like all that kind of like, you know, fantasy can go in so many different directions. Like, but I like I don't feel like I ever really was a big fantasy reader, but I'm wanting to get more into it. And I've read a couple books lately that are like helping me kind of get into that genre. And I'm kind of like really into it. If you guys are interested in seeing or hearing anything about like what I've been reading or any kind of like reading, like what I read this month kind of videos and stuff like that, or like little reviews or whatever, let me know if you are also readers out there, and let me know if that kind of content would be cool to you, because I had been kind of thinking about putting out some videos like that. So if that kind of interests you, let me know down below too. I don't know where I read it or heard it or saw it online or whatever, but like somebody said something about like trying to reconnect with like who you were in high school, like who you were as like a young person. I've been taking that really seriously lately. I've been trying to remember things that brought me joy as like a teenager, and trying to bring those things into my life. So reading is one of those, like listening to good music, like that's a real big one. You know, actually looking into like newer artists instead of listening to the same old stuff I've listened to for decades, you know? So listening to music while I cook and like having music on in the house, or just listening to it on my headphones or whatever, like I've been really into that. Trying to reevaluate my wardrobe, you know, like getting rid of clothes that I feel like just don't feel like me, like trying to really pinpoint what I feel like my style is. And that involves wearing a lot of black. I was definitely like, gothy kid in like middle school, high school, wearing dark lipsticks, doing stuff that like 13-year-old me would have loved to do, like especially like wearing this outfit or wearing this makeup, like putting on a dark purple lipstick or a black lipstick. Like 13-year-old Elena would have like died to be able to own a black lipstick, so little stuff like that, just little things like have been bringing me a lot of joy. And it's been kind of cool just thinking back, not that I want to, I don't want to be a teenager. I love where I am in life right now, but just thinking of the little things that I liked to do or, found joy in, and trying to bring those into my adult life. Because, when you're a mom for so many years, I've been in the mom mode for like 8 years. It's hard to figure out like who you really are at the end of it all. And with us being done having kiddos, and I'm just like ready to just be me again. You got to kind of like think back on things that you used to like and try to bring those back into your world, I guess. And well, at least for me, I feel like that's the method I've been using to try to reconnect with myself and feel like I'm not just a mom, right? So yeah, I guess that's kind of just like a little life update from me. Let me know if you enjoyed this style of video, if you like seeing me cleaning and hearing me talk about random other things. Let me know if there are any like topics or questions or whatever you guys may have. Let me know down in the comments below. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it might be cool to follow me on Instagram, because I do usually post like, what video do you want to see next? Or like, what are some topics you'd like me to talk about? Or like, for this video, I asked what you guys, like I gave you guys some options about what you would like to hear me just like ramble on about, and you guys get to vote on that or whatever. So if you're interested in that, there's always a link down below. It's just Lena Marie 91 on Instagram. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what else you want to see here on this channel, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!